Okay, I'm getting a little nervous now. Okay, I think we're good. Oh God. Okay, Michelle, you got this, you got this. It's really hot. Okay, I'm good. Hello, you see, I don't, oh gosh, okay. Whew. I whistled, okay. Hello, YouTube world. Hello, okay. Hello, YouTube world. This is my very first YouTube video. That was like the 5th try, but you guys get it. I'm really stoked.
One day you won't be the same as you were in younger days.
You guys get it. I'm really stoked. It's my first YouTube video. I've been talking about doing this for quite some time now, and I'm really excited. So yeah, I was talking to my friend Kirsten. Shout out to Kirsten. I had told her about me wanting to start a YouTube channel because she had started one, and you know, she kind of inspired me. I was like, wow, Kirsten. She really told me about how she really liked doing and uploading her videos. So I got inspired. I was like, you know what, Kirsten, I think I want to do one. So we actually had a meeting at a very popular coffee place. Yeah, which I'm not going to mention because then all of you guys are going to go. But anyway, we actually had a meeting at a very cool coffee shop that a lot of my friends go to. And I was like, Kirsten, you know, I'm trying to figure out what my first video is going to be. And I was like, you know, I think I'm going to do a Q&A, but you know, a lot of people do Q&A to start off with. She said, no, do a Q&A because people want to know what the channel's going to be about, more about you, all that stuff. I was like, okay, but what are we going to do to make this interesting? So she gave me this brilliant idea. She said, go ahead and ask all of our friends to go ahead and pick questions for you. And you cannot see the questions until you actually start filming. I have not seen these questions. I texted my friends this morning, and I'm a little nervous, to be honest, and excited at the same time. And okay. I texted my friends, I gave them the rundown, and I said, listen, this is going to be my intro video. I really need it to be big and funny and cool, and I really don't know if they've achieved that because I don't know what the questions are yet and I'm freaking out. But anyway, I just want you guys to get to know a little bit more about me, whether that's funny or serious, I'm not really sure, and that's all dependent on my friends. So I'm going to be answering 25 questions. Now I asked 12 of my friends, so yes, if you do the math, 12 times 2 is 24. And yeah, there's one more left. So that last question I made up because I do want to let you guys know what this channel is going to be about. So that's going to be the 25th question. I let them know I'm not going to be able to read this feed anymore, so go ahead. And I haven't seen that. Yeah, that was the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay. Oh, I opened it. Okay, you see? I opened it. Yeah, I haven't seen all of this. I haven't seen any of that. Oh my gosh. Should I mention their names? Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna mention your names. I'll figure that out later. So the first question is, guys, starting off with a serious one? I try to put myself in other people's, and I'm not saying this to, oh my gosh, you're such a good person. No. Even when someone does something to me that I really don't agree with, or something that maybe they didn't do exactly what was right, I really try to put myself in their shoes. So next question. Learning more about Jesus and talking more about Jesus to others. Question number 3. This is a good question. Okay, so when I first wake up, I look at my alarm clock, I see what time it is, and I try to think about what I'm going to do during my day, and I try to schedule it all in my head. I don't write anything down. So I organize everything in my mind. That makes me feel really comfortable that my day is going to be productive. That is the very first thing I do when I wake up. I would never do anything to intentionally hurt anybody. So yeah, there's that. You're an awesome friend, Chris. You're awesome, Chris. Shout out to you. Next question. I can't believe you asked that. Okay, so it's come to the point where I am not a huge fan of reading books. I can read, okay, if I dedicate myself to it, I can read a book and enjoy it, but it has to be something I like. I think I read one full book in its completion in my entire life, to be completely honest. Yeah. It was a thriller, actually, and I read the book called I read 2. the baby, yeah, two of my darling. The babysitter and the stepsister. Oh, R.L. Stein. That is the author, R.L. Stein. So I haven't watched a lot of his movies, but I'd have to say the Titanic, because I think that's the only one I've watched with him in it. So by process of elimination, there you go. Next question. Yeah, I haven't watched an entire movie of Batman. So, side note, I have to put this in here. My friends, when I first met them, they kind of made fun of me because I really hadn't watched a lot of the movies they watched or listened to the same songs they sung. We were driving on the highway and I had known these people for like maybe a week or two, and they're jamming out to the new Bruno Mars song. Don't believe me, just watch one. There you go. And they were all singing to it and I had never heard of it, and I was trying to really fit in and I was like trying to jam out, and that's how under a rock I was, and maybe still am, but I'm getting better. So I think Batman does have feelings, he just has a great way of hiding them. If I'm portrayed as Batman and someone tells me I don't have superpowers, I kind of put a lot of thought to it and kind of get upset a little bit, but I don't think he's stressing it. I really don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say Connor. I would want to be Connor for a day. I really admire that my friends are very upfront. They tell me how it is. If I did something wrong, they'll be like, hey, out of love, they'll be like, hey, you know, you should have done this. Or they're just very open about what they've been through, and just things like that. They're very down to earth. They tell you how it is, and they don't hide anything from you. I don't think I'm gonna say a specific person. I'm just gonna mention their characteristic. What type of person I want to sit next to. I'd want to sit next to someone that doesn't take up my elbow space. Maybe they would want to have a conversation that's not totally weird. Valentine's Day. I think Valentine's Day is very overrated, and I know it's super cheesy to say, oh, you know, why show your counterpart or your significant other that how much you love them in one day instead of the entire year. And yeah, it sounds kind of cheesy, but my significant other, I want to show them how much I love them every day, as much as I possibly can. I think it's cute, you know, to go out on dinner on Valentine's Day, but the question was something you find overrated, and me personally, I think it's overrated. Can I mention two? I'm gonna mention two, and a lot of people are gonna be like, well, you do the same thing for the second one. Yeah. One thing people do that drives me crazy is when we're all together, let's say we're all together, you know, sitting down, or it's just me and that person, and like, oh my gosh, oh man, I was gonna say something, but no, like, okay, then why did you make that first comment? Yeah, that is a pet peeve. It drives me crazy. Like, don't start off saying something already knowing that you're not gonna say what you want to say, and then you're gonna want to have people asking you, hey, what were you gonna say? You're just trying to get that attention. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna say that. Actually, when people don't text back, I know I do that all the time, but man, it bothers me. I was actually listening to that song on my way back from school today, and it is We Dance by Bethel and Stephanie Gretzinger. I can have that song with me for the rest of my life for no other song, and I will be happy. Shout out to Bethel. No pickles. I don't like pickles. I'm not a fan of pickles. My mom can take one out of the jar and eat it, and I'm not even the smell of pickles. And even when I go to Chick-fil-A and they put pickles in my Chick-fil-A sandwich, No. I don't think I've really ever shared it with anyone. It's not embarrassing at all. Whenever my friends and I get together and just spending quality time with each other, I really place a high value on relationships. I absolutely love hanging out with my friends and just talking to them and doing life with them and having fun together and being silly together and being emotional together. And Taco Bell. Okay, here we go. So I was a very picky, yeah, you guys can see that coming. I was a very picky eater when I was a child. So every time I went to Taco Bell, I loved this meal. They actually didn't have this meal. I made them make it for me every time I went there. It was, instead of the cheese quesadilla that came with like lettuce and the sauce and some tomatoes and all that stuff, and I don't know, I don't like tomatoes, I know. They didn't have what I wanted on the menu, so I told my dad, he always asked me, what did you want from Taco Bell? And I said, I want a tortilla with cheese. And every time my parents told me we were going to Taco Bell, I was the happiest kid on the planet. And by the way, Taco Bell, I know you guys made this because now they have cheese rolls, which is exactly what I ordered when I was a kid. So I'm 99.99999% sure that Taco Bell made that because of me. I always went and I said tortilla and cheese, tortilla and cheese, tortilla and cheese, and they were like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it on the menu, and so they did it. You're welcome to whoever likes that. A Mercedes G-Wagon. And for me right now, that's crazy expensive because I'm a college student. So there you go. You know, I honestly don't know. I struggle with the same thing. Whenever there's something apparently easy to open, like they give to children, why do you think children ask their parents to open up their apple juice all the time? Because it's not easy to open, so I don't know. It should be easy for kids. And it's not easy for us sometimes. I don't know. That is a brilliant question. I think that is a brilliant theory. I wouldn't see why not. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm going back to my chemistry days here. I'm trying to figure out, or biology days, whatever. Why have I never thought of this? Do seedless grapes actually grow naturally? Or is it some sort of chemical or process they have to go through? Ha! I was right, and Google confirms it. According to thenakedscientists.com on Google, it is a top search. The correct answer is that plants that grow them are actually clones. Thus, they would have to be chemically altered to be replicated. So I was right. I'm a nerd inside, so that just made me feel really good about myself. I would love to go to Jerusalem and see, you know, where Jesus actually was, and I find that really interesting. I am one who, if I know a famous person was somewhere, or Jesus, obviously, or a historical landmark and all that stuff, I love that. So I would definitely go there. Well, anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hello? Yeah, I'm done filming.
One day you won't be that